Hi, Damitha. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We're just gonna get Rizal back in the screen. I couldn't get rid of that question. I don't know what was happening with it. Where's Rizal? He's gonna be here so super soon. Haas, how's it going, man? I've just done your feature, guys. If you want features, then send them in to me and we'll get them sorted. Let's just wait for Rizal to rejoin us. Johan, how's it going, man? Rizal's here. Perfect. Johan, opposite, man. How do you feel?
Okay,
We're
I'm
back. We're
back.
back. I was tapping the screen going, I can't get rid of this question. Oh, dear.
Okay. It's okay.
Okay, let's have a look at this posterior case. This is a nice way to break it up. We've done a posterior and anterior one.
Of course.
Okay, I'm going to turn off the comments and
Uh-huh.
we're going to turn on the questions, guys. So if you want the questions to
Alright.
ask the result, then put them there. Cool.
Okay, this is my video. Actually, it's enough time, I think. 4 minutes.
Awesome. Perfect. Hope you can hold
So
those
this is
cameras
class
steady.
two. Of course. This is my gimbal, my hand. So this is class two, yeah, with buckle involvement.
Mm,
It's actually a big one. Can you hear the music, bro?
just about.
I think better without music.
And you're doing sandblasting here.
Yeah.
Just go back to that last bit, if you can.
Oh wait.
Um, just
Here,
when we finish Carey's removal, the occlusal shot.
this one.
It's coming. It's coming. We'll do it afterwards. We'll do it afterwards. We'll do with the photographs.
No. This one.
You got it. Just after this bit, isn't it?
Oh, I know. Yeah,
You know which one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Uh-huh. This
Here we
one.
are. Here we are. So, where do you call your Carey's endpoint on removal?
Ah, okay. Nice question. So, there's a term, infected dentin and affected dentin. You
Mm,
know, the infected dentin, the one that needs to remove, yeah, because it's not sterile. But the affected dentin is, yeah, it's safe to leave. So since I use a tactile, I use my excavator, and
yeah.
I try to feel it with my hands, yeah, with my instrument. And if I feel I can't still remove it, so it needs to be removed. And then you have to make sure by use the sandblasting, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see with the microscope. Actually, there's a journal said that it's still safe if you leave the infected dentin. Yeah,
Mm,
but you have to cover it with the material that I already said to you.
yeah.
Yeah, but in this case, since it's not very close to the pulp, so I decided to remove all, yeah,
Yeah.
with the sandblasting. And then this one is done with the local anesthesia. Yeah, in every
Yeah.
case I always do local anesthesia. It's very safe. Yeah, especially when you deal with the rubber dam. The clamp sometimes is very uncomfort to the patient.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So if you have that sandblasting instrument in your clinic, it will guarantee you to define where
The end.
the end of the preparation.
Okay. Yeah. That's the main question because that's like a very controversial
Mm-hmm.
question. Everybody has a different idea of where
Yes.
Carey's ends.
Yeah.
So for you, you're looking for removing everything apart from the advancing front and hoping
Mm-hmm.
it's going to remineralize underneath and then get some secondary deposition,
Yes.
inside the pulp and thicken things up that way.
Yeah, true. Okay, shall we continue?
Carry on. Let's go on.
Okay, this is my flowable.
And you're doing IDS here as well?
No, no, no. This is only edge bonding.
Okay. Just rewalling. There we go.
Yeah, this is fender mate, you know?
Yeah.
The matrix that attached with the wedge. So if you wonder how I deal with the buckle, I use freehand technique in the buckle.
Yeah, you
So
can see down the bottom of it, so you can control that
yeah,
area.
yeah,
And now it's just an occlusal one you have to do. So you've made a bit.
yes. This one, yeah, this one is the EverX material from GC. You know, that's very recommended for you, for all of you, especially when the cavity is very big
Yeah.
or post endodontic restoration. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
strong, really strong. And then this is the enamel. So for the posterior, same idea. I only use 2 layers, dentin or enamel.
Yeah, you don't need more than that, really. You don't need more.
Yeah, yeah. Even if you use Tokuyama, they have omnichroma, only 1 layers for all.
Mm. Do you like omnichroma?
Actually, it's not released yet here, but I
Okay.
tried it when I was in Dubai, and I really like it. But I don't know. I tried in the Phantom, not in the
Okay.
real tooth.
Yeah, it's different. It's very different when
Maybe
you try it in the
soon
real tooth.
different. Have you tried?
No, I was in a midwinter meeting and they were selling it, but
Mm.
only to guys in the US. So I
Yeah, they
take
keep
it.
it very exclusive, you know.
Yeah, maybe one day they'll bring it here as well.
Yeah, I would like to try it.
Let's see, any questions that we have, any good ones?
So this is, yeah. Maybe I'm gonna explain this. Yeah. So for me, the idea of doing carving for the posterior is only about creating a separation, you know. So in the
Yeah,
first step, I use my condensed instrument, yeah, to
yeah,
condense all, to pack all the composite, and then remove the excess, and then make it smooth with the brush, as you can see in the video. And
yeah,
then I try to make a separation between the cups, and then I try to make it close to each other, to each cups. Yeah.
yeah.
So I would like to make my fissures very sharp here. Yeah. Maybe if you wonder how if there's a foot impaction or micro foot impaction there. Yeah. Eventually I will close it with the flowable.
Yeah.
That's why I really love to use flowable or stain. Yeah. In order
Okay.
to cover all the micro fissures. Yeah. The sharp
We
fissures.
get nowhere if stuff's
Hmm.
gonna get stuck in there.
Yeah. If your patient is not agree is disagree with the using stain or brownish look, you can use the flowable transfer.
Yeah. Somebody's asking which instruments you're using.
This is a very good question. Yeah, I really like. Yeah, I've tried the LMRT, the
Yeah.
LMRT material from Style Italiano, the Fissura, but I think it's not as sharp. I really love sharp instrument. So that's why I try to make my custom instrument. So I use endodontic spreader, you know.
Yeah.
It's very sharp. So it's very sharp. It's very helpful to make very sharp fissures.
Awesome. And then how do we ensure there's going to be no high spots that's going to alter your
Uh,
anatomy when you finish it?
okay, this is the concept. We cannot avoid the high points. Yeah.
Mm.
What we can do is just to minimize. Yeah. To minimize, not to avoid. You know, you can do 10 occlusal filling in a row without occlusal adjustment. You must be God, you know. It's
Yeah.
impossible.
No, you need to
So
try and
yeah,
reduce it.
you need to reduce it. How to reduce it? I always do initial occlusal check, yeah,
Yeah,
with the articulating paper to see where the high spot, where's the high points, yeah, and then I try to take a photo, see the high points, and then I try to avoid that high points, yeah. So don't put the composite over it. Yeah, that's the
yeah.
first one. And then the second one, I use brush. So make sure that you follow the cup's inclination, not to go over the cups.
Oh, make it
It
too
will
thick.
reduce more. It will
Yeah,
reduce a lot of time to do crystal adjustment.
yeah. And then Hudhaifa's asking, do you finish with high or low speed?
For the polishing, I use low speed. But for the finishing, for removal of high points, I use high speed
Mm,
with the round burr, super fine round burr.
awesome. Lots of questions coming. Let's pick something good. Uh, which composite for posteriors? And are you warming your composite
Same.
before filling? This is really important, interesting one. Are you warming up the
Uh-huh.
composite?
No, no, no. Of course, no. No, even for the interior also, I never want the composite.
Okay. Uh,
It will make it very hard to carve that.
yeah, because it's going to be too movable, too
Sticky.
flowable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes there may be some reason you're going to do that. It depends on the composite you're using as well. If it's a very thick
Ah, yeah,
composite,
yeah, yeah.
then you
Mm-hmm.
might need to do a bit of warming, but it depends on the type of composite you've got. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
that's a really interesting one. Which type of paper are you using for the high points? So that's just your articulating paper, and
Yeah,
then
just the usual articulating paper you have.
Hass is asking, what sectional matrix system do you use?
I use a lot of system. I have Biclear, Garrison. I
Mm,
think all the idea is the same,
yeah,
The important point is you already achieve that marginal seal, so that's why you need to use magnification.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is
microscope is
that the
better,
most
or maybe
important
you
thing?
can look. Sorry.
Is the magnification for you the most important thing that's changed how
Oh
you're?
yeah, yeah. Of course. Especially for a microscope, it's really changed my dentistry. After I knew about microscope, I really attach with my microscope. Even
Which
I use
which one?
microscope for scaling.
Which one do you
Sorry,
have? Which one do you have?
CJ Optic.
Oh, same one. You have the Sony inside it.
Of course,
Yeah,
attach. That's why my video coming.
yeah.
That's where my video coming.
You're gonna have to tell me the settings you use for the camera on there because my ones come out a little bit funny. The different because
How's
when
that?
when I'm doing a video recording, I'm getting dust
Uh-huh.
in inside.
Oh,
I don't know
maybe
where it
comes
is.
from the lens.
Yeah, so I need to clean inside
Uh-huh.
somewhere. I just can't
Yeah,
work
of course.
out where.
Maybe
But here,
yeah.
another question from Nikki.
That's a dust.
Do you
Mhm.
use
You
stamp technique?
stem will helps you a lot. Yeah, but I never use that, to be
No.
honest. And it will make you very quick, but I
That's
never
it. Yeah.
use stem technique actually.
I never really liked it, to be honest, stamp technique. For some reason, it
Yeah,
didn't work for me very well. Um,
me too.
let's see. Good type of anti-imposture. Lots of composite questions, but we went through that already. So we kind of you've got to use the one that works best in your hand, but also
Mhm.
try different ones. Do you use shade buttons in the anterior for shade matching?
This is a good question too. A lot of good question, right?
Yeah, everyone's really
So
on the ball.
yeah, that's one of the way to do shade matching. But in my opinion, yeah, it's very good for you to create your own recipe. So if you
Mm,
have that formula, your own formula, and then the formula will work for most of your cases.
yeah,
You have to search it. In for my case, in my case here, if I don't have patient, I create my own models.
yeah.
My tooth, and then I do restoration. Yeah, the combination. I search for my own formula, and then I try to apply it in the patient. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be my formula, my universal formula. I think that's the more simple way to do set matching. So if you want to do the restoration, all you gotta do just take your composite that you already created.
Yeah.
Yeah. The combination of the composite, and then just see. Maybe after a couple of time doing that procedure, maybe all you have to do just by only looking it, yeah, you will define, oh, this is the A2, this is the A1.
Yeah.
You will get used to it. You will train your eyes.
And then this guy is asking, as a student, his question is, how long did it take you to get to this level of working? How many years?
Bro, you know, I did a lot of mistake,
Everybody
maybe
makes.
so many questions about this question reach my DMs. But let me tell you something. I grow up uh, become a dentist like who I am today. I never have a plan to be who I am today.
Mm,
So I think I did a lot of mistake and I learned from my mistake. I love doing mistake because yeah, I can learn from that. And that's
yeah.
my best teacher. So it takes you forever to learn, because dentistry is long life learning. So
Yeah.
you have to learn, never satisfied easily.
It was really, yeah, it's everybody. You've got to make. I think it's really important what you do though, is taking so many photos, because then you can have a look
Ah,
at it and say, okay, yeah, I did that good, I did that bad. Next time I'm going to change this. So then next time you're a bit better, and you see which
yes,
mistake you
of
made.
course.
Next time you're going to be a bit better again, and then that's the only way I think you can become much, much better, much quicker. But if you can never remember
Yes,
exactly what went wrong, then how are you gonna know what to improve?
of course, bro.
And then this one is, what brand do you use for the bond?
I use Bisco. I use Optibond FL.
Mm,
I use a lot of bonding system actually.
quite a few different ones.
Yeah, but if you read the literature or the journal, yeah, they recommend the golden standard of the bonding procedure is the Optibond FL, this two-step bonding. Also
So
for
you
the IDS, right?
so you're gonna do your etching, then you're gonna put the prime, you're gonna
Prime.
agitate the prime, then you're gonna put your
Yes.
bond, and then you're gonna cure
Mm-hmm.
it, then you're gonna put your composite. So
Sure, true.
that's the one. Um, let's see. So many questions, guys. I'm trying to make some sort of order. Um,
Yeah.
when you're when you're doing an entire cavity of all sides, so when you're doing the hopeless tooth and all sides is involved, which side are you going to
Uh-huh.
start to do the rewall?
To do the rewalling
Yeah. Where
for the
what's the
anterior, right?
posterior, I think.
Oh,
So
posterior.
it's a really big hopeless tooth. You're just trying to
Uh-huh.
save it just for a little bit, and then where are you starting from when you're
What am I?
making like the composite walls?
Oh, okay.
Did that make sense?
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
Is that question
A
making any sense?
little bit blurry. Your face.
Is it better?
Yeah. Wait. Maybe the connection. Yeah. My internet connection is a bit slow here.
Can you see the question from Alkesh at the bottom?
No.
It's not coming up. So
Wait,
Alkesh
bro.
is asking, can you hear me?
Uh-huh. Can you read that? Hmm?
So Alkesh is asking, when you're doing a very big tooth posterior,
Yes. Posterior.
and all of the sides has some of the wall missing,
Uh-huh.
how are you deciding which side, which wall to start with when you're rebuilding it?
Oh, okay. For the removing the cavity
Removing the cavity, and then when you start to restore.
to restore.
Yeah.
I never have a exact rules to start with the mesial. Yeah, all I gotta do, all I'm gonna do just put the matrix on. Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
that let's say it's a very big cavity, and then I try to place the circumferential matrix, like a Doppelmayr something.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly I start with the mesial and distal, of course. Yeah, and if I can reach a good marginal seal, yeah, in the buccal or the lingual or the palatal, maybe I can, maybe I will make it as well with the matrix, that matrix. But if I cannot reach that, I always used to I really love to do it freehand, you know. And then if I
Yeah.
have access, I will reduce it after.
To check for occlusion. Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. A lot of these questions, guys, are now very, very similar. This one is asking, hi, I'm recently graduated dentist. What is your biggest advice to him?
my advice is do dental photography, yeah,
Mm,
even with the cheap things with the smartphone, and then improve with the DSLR camera, and
yep.
then just see your work, and then learn every day. Yeah, see your mistake in the photo, and then do evaluation, small evaluation before you go to bed. See your work. I think that helps you a lot. And
Probably the best.
then yeah, you can attend a lot of workshop. Yeah, it will help. But I think the most important thing is the way you learn, the way you practice it live with the patient, your patient, and then do trial and error, learn for your mistake. Yeah, do a lot of failure, just
And
like
then
me.
you're going to get better. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, of course.
Let's have one or two last questions. How do you approach a patient with multiple cavities? How long is, lots that going? Obviously, it's going to take. You said maybe sometimes 1 hour per tooth. Do you
Yeah.
prefer having them come back and you do a couple and then they come back and do a couple,
Yes, of
or would you
course.
rather do it in one go?
Yeah, if you have to do it one go, sometimes you will feel some kind of distortion, feel tired, you know.
Mm,
So I think it's very good for you to do double check, maybe follow up under one day after, or maybe 1 week after, to make sure that all is good, you know.
yeah,
Or but actually, for a case, just like I show you
yeah.
before, it took me like maybe 7 hours because of I did a lot of full documentation, photos and recording, you know. Yeah, it will takes you maybe, yeah, 2 and 3 hours more. So let's say if you don't do recording and documentation, it will take only maybe 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, still a lot of
Still
time.
very long. Yeah,
But
still.
but I think the idea of doing aesthetic is time, you know, time management.
Yeah,
So I like to make analogy. Doing restorations is like cooking, you know. If you have spared a lot of time for cooking, you know, you can do delicious food. But yeah, if you just doing it to rush, maybe yeah, not
will not be as good.
making good
Yeah.
food,
Um,
something like
guys,
that.
any last comments towards Riz? We've taken a lot of his time up today already. So maybe we'll start to finish things up. How's the baby though, man? Because I know you have a newborn.
Yeah, it's good. She's good. She's good. Yeah, I would like to call her as a monster, you know,
Oh, is she crying?
because she is crying for milk every time. But it's
Uh,
okay. It's very cute.
that's good. How do you see your career going? In 5 years, 10 years, what are you gonna do from now on? The same sort of work again and again, or are you gonna make some different changes?
Yeah, I think about something that I always think about the thing that uh, I never imagined before. Yeah, because I want to do something new, you know. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, maybe for now I'm just doing practicing. Maybe I want to do, yeah, I want to visit a lot of country. I want to do seminar in maybe the UK and USA, and yeah, around the world. I want to make a visit all the
Career.
country.
Yeah.
Maybe after this Corona sucks,
Yeah.
Corona
It's
things
gone away.
go away. You know.
Yeah. Amitha is asking another dental question here. Do you take an impression before starting the case for the high points? You took the photograph. That's what
No,
you
only the
do the
photo.
marking up and then you take the photograph so you can look at it.
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
very good way.
Maybe you can remember it, but I think it's the best way is to do photography
Mm. Why don't you work with some CAD cam?
because I don't have it.
Yeah, that's a simple question and answer there. Hass is asking, start some international courses. So speak to me about that. We've definitely got some ideas about it to make some courses one day.
Yeah, yeah. In UK specifically, yeah. Maybe we have, yeah. Maybe I will do that. Maybe, but
Mm,
in Asia and Dubai, Chile, India. I've been to India before. Dubai,
mm.
Kuwait, Saudi.
You already done it, yeah.
You know, already. Maybe in UK. Maybe after this. Maybe next year. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Wait for the Premier League to come back. You can do two in one go.
Yeah. Of
Uh,
course.
when do you use flowable composite? It depends, Amitha. I think
Yeah, it
you've
depends.
been invited to Morocco.
Yeah.
The food in Morocco is very good, man. So you want to go there.
Oh yeah, yeah, Morocco. Yeah, of course. I
Uh,
want to visit all country.
all of them, yeah. Abdul Kinan, we did a video just now. It's already on my story for the live that we did the anterior. And we spoke about the
Yeah.
pushing there. So you can have a look at that
Mm-hmm.
one. I'm also going to download the video and put it on IGTV so everyone can see everything Riz had to say about it already. Um,
Nice.
awesome. Okay, man. I think we've taken enough of your time today. It was very nice for you to come
It's
on.
okay. It's
It's
okay. It's
great to
okay.
see
I'm
the
free
case.
now.
Yeah,
Everyone sleep now. I'm free. My family is sleeping now.
yeah. Maybe there's no crying I can hear. It's all good.
Yeah.
Uh, that's it. I love lots of people saying greetings from Malaysia. Um,
Yes. Greetings from Malaysia. Yeah, I love Malaysia. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam.
Dr.
Thank you very
Katayun is
much. Peace, you
saying in the
guys.
posterior case, are you after sandblasting the first layer? Do you use the flowable in the dentine and then etch the enamel after you've sealed the dentine with the composite?
After supplementing first layer, you use flowable composite indentin without etch and bond, then etch enamel. On no, 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 with bond, of course.
Mm,
So selective etch, you only etch the enamel,
yeah,
but for the bonding, yeah, you bond also. You do bonding also in the enamel and dentin.
yeah. There's lots of different ways. You've got to follow the instructions from the manufacturer because every bond, every edge
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
that's where a lot of people are going.
Different generation, different. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. Listen, let's leave it there. But why don't we do something maybe next week as well? We'll go through one more case of each type again for everybody who didn't come on to.
Of course. Okay,
And then we can
okay.
see how the baby's getting a bit bigger as well. We'll ask you more questions about baby. I think that's
Yeah.
more interesting than the
My
dentist.
pleasure, bro. My pleasure.
Yeah. Um, guys, thank you all for joining us. If you're awake in about 7 hours, we've got Queen of Invisalign from the US in Texas. She's going to talk to us about everything to do with Invisalign. That's going to
Oh,
be really
nice.
interesting. So we just don't just have Riz today. We've got a lot of guys. Today is going to be Invisalign in the evening. That is 9 p.m. UK time. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock, we have special care dentistry, and that's going to be talking about people who have got, some disabilities, syndromes, stuff like that. And that's with Nat Bradley, 2 o'clock UK time. Then in the evening, we're going to talk about lingual braces with a specialist from Germany called Stefan Decker. That's going to be very interesting. On Friday, we're going to talk to a good friend of mine doing some aesthetic dentistry in Kuwait. and that's Dr. Raja Lidawi. You want to have a look at his work; it's very, very good, and his photography is beautiful as well. On Saturday, we have an orthodontist from Ajman University in UAE. He's Dr. Ayman. He's going to talk to us about orthodontics. And then we've got a very interesting guy on Sunday. He's going to talk to us about the use of diet and things along that line. He's actually a beekeeper as well as a dentist. So he's going to talk about honey and things like that. And how that can impact on the diet and the care of our patients as well. So we're going at it from all the different angles. But thank you for Riz for coming on. Make sure you have a little look at his page if you're not already following him. And hopefully we'll see him again very soon.
See you, bro. Bye-bye.
See you, man. Bye.
Assalamualaikum.